We welcome to studio Shiri Fine-Grossman, member of Forum Devora, Women in Foreign Policy and National Security, and the former head of regional affairs at the Israel National Security Council; Daniel Sheck, the director of diplomacy at the Hostage and Missing Families Forum and former Israeli ambassador to France. And we welcome Eli David, brother of Evyatar David, one of the hostages held in Gaza for 164 days now, abducted from the Nova Music Festival. Thank you all so much for being here. Eli, a special thank you to you for coming here into studio right now. One cannot imagine what all the families are going through right now. We know David Barnea has touched down in Doha. We know important talks are going to be underway in the coming days. 164 days in, how do you feel about the efforts underway to secure the release of the hostages, including your brother?
I'm full of hope that our government is doing as much as they can. I've met with several authorities in France, in London, in USA, and they're all talking about the same thing. They're all talking that they're doing as much as they can. And I hope that our government is doing as well. I really do.
When you say they're doing as much as they can, there's been much made of the international pressure to help secure a deal right now. There are also reports, and these are just reports, that at the moment the discussion is around 40 hostages, and it's unlikely to be the young men.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
It's painful. I mean, after 164 days, everybody are ill, everybody are injured, mentally, physically, it doesn't matter. They're all running out of time. They're all weak, they're all sick, they all need to be rescued as fast as we can. And it's painful, but at the end we have to release some people before the others. And it's obvious that Hamas want to release first the women, first the elderly. It's obvious. I mean, it's their interest to do that.
It certainly is, but as many have been calling for, it's for the release of all the hostages, regardless, but obviously difficult decisions to be made. Your brother had a birthday in captivity.
Yeah, he had.
How was that for your family?
It was so painful. I mean, it was 2.5 months ago, and it's crazy that we had to we're waiting so much time. At the moment, it was absurd, and right now it's twice as absurd. And actually, we were hopeful that we managed to broadcast as much as we can at his birthday, so he could hear us, so he could maybe see us on TV, wishing him happy birthday. And I hope it gave him powers to continue and survive, because that's what he's trying to do right now: survive and live through that hell. And it's difficult. It's so difficult. I mean, so many times passed. It's really, I mean, the family is broken. And only when my brother will return, we will manage to collect the pieces and maybe become whole again.
And very briefly, we know he was at a music festival at the time. Just tell us about the character of your brother.
I'd love to. My brother is a musician, and he plays the guitar, and he's very gentle and soft spirit. He's so calm, and he's a listener. He's the psychologist of his friends. And I just miss to play with him, sing with him. I miss his music, I miss his noise, I miss the stupid arguments. I need him, my parents need him, and hopefully we'll return as soon as we can rescue him.
I hope you know that the whole nation is hoping for exactly that, that you two will be able to play music together and you'll be able to be reunited. Eli David, brother of Evyatar David, thank you so much, Eli, for being here in studio. We know it's not easy to talk about this, and we so appreciate you being here and sharing your story.
I'm going to spoil your show and jump in.
Please do.
Say just one thing. Eli wasn't supposed to be here. Eli, like his brother, were supposed to live their lives, grow, enjoy their young age, develop into great people that clearly he will be. And yet, he's sitting here and fighting for his brother. And I see him nearly every day at the forum. He's among those who have turned this into his mission. He's either here or traveling, trying to spread the word. And, you know, there are some really extraordinary people that you meet at the forum of missing families.